Hello, welcome to the online learning platform of Sri Swaminarayan Institute of Technology, Bad Gandhinagar. Myself, Professor Gaurang Patel, your instructor for the course Analog and Digital Communication. So, dear students, in the last video lecture, we have discussed about narrowband FM and wideband FM. So in the last video lecture we have discussed the types of FM, which are nothing but narrowband FM and wideband FM. So in case of narrowband FM, the bandwidth requirement is very low, where in case of wideband FM, bandwidth requirement is high. Or we can say that the type of FM, which is narrowband FM or wideband FM, is decided by the value of beta. So depending on the value of beta, the FM will be narrowband FM or wideband FM. If the value of beta is less than 1, approximately less than 1, then in that case it can be treated as narrowband FM. If value of modulation index beta is high or greater than 1, then in that case it can be treated as wideband FM. Correct? So in short we can say that if the value of modulation index beta is low or less, then FM is nothing but narrowband FM. If value of beta is high, then it can be treated as wideband FM. And one more thing we noticed, that in case of narrowband FM, the bandwidth requirement is twice FM, 2 times FM. And if we recall, then DSB FC AM also require the same bandwidth. So we can say that narrowband FM can be treated as AM. Okay, it looks like AM, double sideband full carrier AM. Where in case of wideband FM, the bandwidth requirement is given as Curzon rule, using Curzon rule. So we already discussed about the Curzon rule, correct? So in case of wideband FM, the bandwidth requirement is given by Curzon's rule. Now what is the Curzon's rule? So mathematically the Curzon rule is denoted as bandwidth is equal to 2 times beta plus 1 into FM. 2 times beta plus 1 into FM, where FM is the maximum modulating signal frequency and beta is the modulation index. Correct? So this thing we discussed in the last class. We also discussed about the numericals on FM. Correct? Now today we are going to start phase modulation. So today we will discuss about phase modulation. Now what is phase modulation? So if we recall, then phase modulation is another form of the angle modulation. So it is the another form of the angle modulation. So basically angle modulations can be divided into 2 categories. One is the frequency modulation, another is the phase modulation. So frequency modulation we already discussed, and now we are going to discuss about phase modulation, which is another form of the angle modulation. And as we have already discussed about FM, then PM and FM are very closely related to each other. दोनों के बीच में बहुत ही very thin line है, मतलब difference बहुत ही कम है. Okay, they are very closely related to each other. And in case of frequency modulation as well as phase modulation, the total phase angle theta of the modulated signal varies. ओके, सो हमें पता है कि एंगल मॉड्यूलेशन में क्या होता है कि जो हमारा मॉड्यूलेटेड कैरियर होता है उसका एंगल वो मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल के एम्पलीट्यूड के हिसाब से चेंज होता है. तो एंगल में 2 पैरामीटर कवर होता है. एंगल कवर्स 2 पैरामीटर, दैट ऑल वी ऑलरेडी नो. कोई भी सिग्नल के एंगल में 2 पैरामीटर कवर होते हैं. एक होता है फ्रीक्वेंसी, दूसरा होता है फेज. एक होता है फ्रीक्वेंसी, दूसरा होता है फेज. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड फेज कंबाइनली नोन एज अ एंगल ऑफ एनी सिग्नल. ये दोनों को कंबाइनली हम एंगल बोलते हैं सिग्नल का. if the frequency of the signal, if the frequency of the carrier signal changes according to the information signal or modulating signal, then that type of modulation is known as a FM. That is known as a FM. Similarly, if phase of the carrier signal changes according to instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal, then it results in PM. It results in PM. PM stands for phase modulation. तो क्लियर हो गया, अगर फ्रीक्वेंसी चेंज होता है कैरियर का तो उसको हम बोलेंगे फ्रीक्वेंसी मॉड्यूलेशन. इफ द फेज ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल इज चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल एम्पलीट्यूड, देन इट इज नोन एज अ फेज मॉड्यूलेशन. सो फेज मॉड्यूलेशन इज डिफाइंड एज द प्रोसेस इन विच इंस्टंटेनियस फेज, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इंस्टंटेनियस फेज का मतलब होता है द फेज एट पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम. So instantaneous phase of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal. तो ये हो गई आपकी फेज मॉड्यूलेशन की परफेक्ट डेफिनेशन. फिर से, फेज मॉड्यूलेशन इज डिफाइंड एज द प्रोसेस इन विच instantaneous phase of the carrier signal is varied in accordance with the instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal. And very important to note, in this type of modulation, the amplitude and frequency of the carrier signal remains constant. है ना. फेज मॉड्यूलेशन में कौन सा पैरामीटर चेंज होगा? सिर्फ फेज. Whereas other parameters like amplitude and frequency of the signal remains unaltered. The modulating signal is mapped to the carrier signal in form of the variation in the instantaneous phase of the carrier signal. तो PM में एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है, तो ये उसका कंक्लूजन है. PM में एग्जैक्टली क्या होता है, फेज मॉड्यूलेशन में क्या होता है कि जो हमारा मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल है वो किस में मैप होता है? इट इज मैप्ड इन द फेज वेरिएशन ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल. फेज वेरिएशन ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल मतलब वॉट एवर इंफॉर्मेशन द मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल हैज, दैट इज मैप्ड टू द फेज वेरिएशन, इंस्टेंटेनियस फेज वेरिएशन ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल. सो ये बेसिक्स हो गया फेज मॉड्यूलेशन का. ओके, अब ये चीज को हम ग्राफिकली समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. सो यू कैन सी दिस इज अवर मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल. ये जो स्क्वायर वेव आपको दिख रहा है दैट इज अवर मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल. सो दिस इज बेसिकली अवर मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल. उसको बोले, उसको इंफॉर्मेशन सिग्नल भी बोल सकते हैं, करेक्ट. उसको बेसबैंड सिग्नल भी बोल सकते हैं, तो उसके अलग अलग नाम है. तो उसको हम मॉड्यूलेशन की लैंग्वेज में हम उसको बोल देते हैं मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल. सो यू कैन सी दिस इज अवर मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल, करेक्ट, विच इज द स्क्वायर वेव सिग्नल. नाउ this is our modulated wave, मतलब PM wave, phase modulated wave. So this is our phase modulated wave, correct. So this is our phase modulated wave, phase modulated wave. Okay, this is our phase modulated wave. Now basically what is modulated wave? It is nothing but modified carrier, है ना. तो you can see this is our modified carrier, and the modification here is in terms of phase of the carrier signal. मतलब phase of the carrier signal is changed according to amplitude variation of the modulating signal or information signal. So you can see this is our original carrier signal. Okay, so during this period 0 to T1, during the time period 0 to T1, the amplitude of the modulating signal is 0. The amplitude of the modulating signal is 0. You can notice over here. So during this time instant or during this time period, the phase of the carrier signal is 0. There is a no change in the phase. We can say there is a no change in the phase. The carrier signal has the original phase. Now during instant T1 to T2, the amplitude of the modulating signal change. You can see amplitude change from 0 to E1, 0 to E1, correct. So amplitude of the modulating signal is changed from 0 to E1 during time period T1 to T2. So but obvious, as the amplitude of the modulating signal change, the phase of the carrier signal is changed. So you can see over here the phase of the carrier signal is changed. ये पूरा चेंज हो गया कैरियर का. यहाँ पे at this instant when there is a change in the amplitude, whenever the instant of the time where there is a change in the amplitude, at the same time instant there is a change in the phase of the carrier. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे कैरियर का फेज कंप्लीटली चेंज हो, करेक्ट. सिमिलरली एट द इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम, ये इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम पे देखो आप एट T2, एट द टाइम इंस्टेंट T2 the amplitude of the modulating signal is changed from E1 to E2, करेक्ट. यहाँ पे एम्पलीट्यूड में चेंज आया, मतलब क्या हुआ, द फेज ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल इज ऑल्सो चेंज एट द सेम इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम. सो एट द इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम द फेज इज चेंज. सिमिलरली एट द टाइम इंस्टेंट T3 you can see the amplitude of the carrier change from E2 to E3, हाँ ना, E2 to E3, correct. So at time instant T3 the amplitude of the modulating signal change from E2 to E3. So at the same instant the phase of the carrier signal also changed. You can see the phase of the carrier signal is changed. At this instant again at T4 the amplitude of the carrier signal changed from E3 to E1. So the phase of the signal is also changed. You can notice over here graphically the phase is changed. The phase is changed, correct. Again during this period there is a no amplitude variation, so there is a no phase change. Okay, you can notice over there is a no phase change. But at time instant T5 again the amplitude variation is taken place, that is amplitude change from E1 to 0. So at the same time the phase of this signal is also changed. You can see ये पूरा जो ऐसे जा रहा था उसने पूरा रिवर्स हो गया, उसका फेज चेंज हो गया. ओके, द फेज ऑफ द मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल गेट चेंज्ड. सो इन दिस वे व्हेनेवर देयर इज अ चेंज इन द एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ द मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल with the same at the same instant of time the phase of the carrier signal is changed, and that is nothing but our phase modulation. That is nothing but our phase modulation. So this is a graphical explanation of the phase modulation. Now let's derive the mathematical expression for the phase modulated wave. अब हम mathematical analysis करते हैं phase modulation का. So बच्चों, in order to derive the mathematical expression or equation for the PM wave, we have to consider two type of signal. One is the modulating signal, correct, and another is the carrier signal. So in this case we are considering the modulating signal as a pure sinusoidal wave, correct, that is nothing but denoted by EM. So EM stands for modulating signal, and which is given as EM cos omega mt, where EM is nothing but peak amplitude of the modulating signal and omega m is the frequency of the modulating signal. Similarly, carrier signal is also high frequency sinusoidal wave. Carrier signal is also high frequency sinusoidal wave, and which is given as by the expression EC is equal to capital EC sin omega ct, correct. It is also sinusoidal wave where EC is nothing but peak amplitude of the carrier signal and omega c is the carrier frequency. Okay, so here equation 1 represents the modulating signal and equation 2 represents the carrier signal, correct. So these are the mathematical expression for the modulating and carrier signal. Now after defining the modulating signal and carrier signal, now let's discuss what exactly happen in the phase modulation. So here in equation 1 and 2, if you notice, we have ignored the initial phase of the modulating as well as carrier signal. So initial phases of the modulating signal and carrier signals are ignored in equation 1 and 2. Basically कोई भी सिग्नल होता है तो उसको हम ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं मैथमेटिकली. सपोज लेट मी रिप्रेजेंट वन सिग्नल, E is equal to let's say E cos, this is the let's say omega t plus phi, omega t plus phi. So you can see this argument of this cos represents the angle of the signal. So this is the angle, basically this is the angle. An angle covers two parameters, one is the frequency, another is the phase. So in this equation 1 and 2, if we compare this 1 and 2 with this, then we have ignored this phase. We have not specified the phase. We have considered the phase to be 0. Phase to be 0. So here we have, for simplicity, we have considered the initial phase of the modulating signal and carrier signal to be 0. Okay, because they do not contribute to the modulation process due to their constant value. Hence we have ignored. Now exactly what happened once in the phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal will not remain constant. हाँ ना, हमें पता है कि phase modulation में क्या होता है, the phase of the carrier signal is change and it will change according to the modulating signal amplitude. Okay, modulating signal amplitude, correct. So the phase modulated signal, which is nothing but modified carrier, is given by this expression, that is E is equal to EC sine of t. E is equal to EC sine of t. What is EC? Which is nothing but peak amplitude of the carrier signal. Sine theta, theta represents the instantaneous phase of the modulated carrier, है ना. ये जो कैरियर था उसका जो फेज अभी जो है उसको मैंने थीटा से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया. And what this theta represents the instantaneous phase of the carrier signal, and that instantaneous phase मतलब that this theta is varied, varies according to the amplitude of the modulating signal, correct. Okay, it in short, this theta depends on the amplitude of the modulating signal, correct. Okay, so this theta represents the instantaneous phase of the modulated carrier and it varies according to amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay, so it's sinusoidally varies in proportional to the modulating signal. So we can represent this theta as a function of modulating signal. So theta, that is nothing but originally what is theta in this signal? Original carrier signal has theta, that is omega ct. Okay, so original signal has theta, that is omega ct, correct. Okay, but in phase modulation this omega ct, that is varies according to the amplitude of the modulating signal. It means this instantaneous phase, that is theta, is function of modulating signal. That is, let me represent by kpem. What is em? Em represents the modulating signal. मतलब बच्चों क्या हुआ कि ये जो कैरियर का जो फेज था, दैट इज थीटा, इज फंक्शन ऑफ मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल em. ओके, मतलब जैसे जैसे मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल चेंज होगा ये पूरा थीटा चेंज होगा, विच रिप्रेजेंट्स द इंस्टंटेनियस फेज ऑफ द कैरियर सिग्नल. सो एज द modulating signal is changed, that is em, then according to theta will change, and theta is changed, it results in the phase modulated wave. क्लियर होगा? मतलब फेज मॉड्यूलेशन में क्या होता है कि ये जो कैरियर सिग्नल है हमारा, दैट इज EC इज इक्वल टू EC साइन ओके ओमेगा ct, उसका जो फेज है दैट इज चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल, दैट इज em. और यहाँ पे मैंने kp लिखा है. व्हाट इज kp? आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन. ओके, kp em. व्हाट इज kp? kp रिप्रेजेंट्स द कांस्टेंट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी फॉर फेज मॉड्यूलेशन. कांस्टेंट फॉर प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी फॉर फेज मॉड्यूलेशन. इट इज अ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी कांस्टेंट. kp इज द प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी कांस्टेंट फॉर फेज मॉड्यूलेशन. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ थीटा आई कैन राइट नाउ ओमेगा ct प्लस kp em. ओके, तो हम ये जो थीटा था, यहाँ पे जो थीटा है इसकी जगह पे हम ये लिख सकते हैं, दैट इज ओमेगा ct प्लस kp em. एंड ओके, करेक्ट. सो थीटा की जगह पे यहाँ पे जो एक्सप्रेशन है इज इक्वल टू EC साइन ऑफ t, EC साइन ऑफ थीटा, सॉरी EC साइन थीटा. उसमें थीटा की जगह पे अगर मैं ओमेगा ct प्लस kp em लिख दूं तो हमारा मॉड्यूलेटेड वेव क्या हो जाएगा? दैट इज, लेट मी राइट ओवर हियर, that is E is equal to EC sin omega ct plus kpem. Now instead of this em I can write, that is modulating signal expression em cos omega mt. So So instead of EM, I can write EM cos omega mt. Okay, EM cos omega mt. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, E is equal to EC sin ओमेगा CT प्लस KP EM cos ओमेगा MT, cos ओमेगा MT। करेक्ट। यहाँ पे क्या किया है, यहाँ पे सिर्फ उन्होंने थीटा का जो एक्सप्रेशन था उसमें EM की जगह पे EM cos ओमेगा t रखा है। मैंने डायरेक्टली वो थीटा रख दिया इसमें, फिर बाद में उसमें EM की जगह पे KP EM cos ओमेगा MT लिखा। अब ये जो KP इंटू EM है ना, उसको हम बोलेंगे मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स फॉर फेज मॉड्यूलेशन। सो KP इंटू EM इज डिफाइंड एज अ मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स which is nothing but MP, denoted by MP. So MP is nothing but modulation index for phase modulated wave. So PM is equal to KP into M. तो यहाँ पे KP into M की जगह पे हम MP लिखेंगे, तो हमारा एक्सप्रेशन क्या हो जाएगा, E is equal to EC sin ओमेगा CT प्लस KP into EM की जगह पे हमने लिख दिया MP, which represents the modulation index for PM. Modulation index for PM. So MP represents the modulation index for PM. Correct. Modulation index of PM, of phase modulated wave. So in that case, E is equal to EC sin omega CT plus MP cos omega MT. And this is the standard expression for the phase modulated wave. So this expression represents the standard expression for the phase modulated wave. Correct. ओके, सो क्लियर होगा। तो आज के वीडियो लेक्चर में हमने क्या डिस्कस किया, सो वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द कंसेप्ट ऑफ पीएम, वी हैव आल्सो डिस्कस द कंसेप्ट ऑफ पीएम ग्राफिकली, एंड वी डिराइव द स्टैंडर्ड एक्सप्रेशन फॉर द फेज मॉड्यूलेटेड वेव विच इज नथिंग बट E इज इक्वल टू EC sin ओमेगा CT प्लस MP cos ओमेगा MT, वेयर MP इज द मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स फॉर पीएम, एंड मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स का एक्सप्रेशन क्या है, MP इज इक्वल टू KP इंटू EM, KP into EM. Okay, very important. KP into EM. Correct? Okay. So I hope कि आज के लेक्चर में हमने जितना भी डिस्कस किया आपको समझ में आ गया होगा। Let's stop here. We will discuss other aspect of this angle modulation in our next video lecture. Thank you very much.